Did you make this background by yourself, Rob?
No, I'm not that talented.
What is behind you? An alien?
It's Takabu, man. It's the meme coin.
Oh, I love it.
Spirit of gambling.
How's that going?
Good. It's at all-time highs.
What's the market cap?
14.6 million.
I'm at the doctor.
Yeah. Are we live right now or no?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They're putting medicine in me so I don't go to the club and spend 6 figures for no fucking reason.
Yeah. Let me,
what's up, boys?
Retweet it.
How we doing? Can you
Good.
guys hear me?
Yep.
Sweet.
Got some cool Pepes behind you.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on with you guys? Yeah, 10.
So welcome to Liquidated. You know, Rob and I come on every once in a while. We get Ponzi on from time to time and kind of chat it up a little bit. I'm at the doctor.
You getting liquidated at the dock?
For another hour or so. So
you getting an IV?
I'm talking to him, and I'm getting I have something called Crohn's disease, so it's like a stomach disorder, and so I get like an IV every 8 weeks, and supposed to eat extremely healthy, not drink alcohol, not box.
Yeah, and you do all of the above.
But we make it work somehow. Yeah. But we're doing all right.
Good man. Good man.
So what are you guys up to these days in the crypto world, Charles? What have you been working on?
Not much, man, to be honest. We got a couple. We got the dev shop going, new dev shop, called I42, which is has like an incubator attached. And other than that, man, just I'm kind of a tourist these days. I'm not really very active.
Yeah.
I try not to hold too many positions. I'm just kind of bored of things. And watch the homies winning, which has been nice for the last couple of months. And just chilling. I've just been chilling. I've been spending some time in Europe for the summer. It's too fucking hot here. So yeah, that's me, man. You've been spending some.
Are you in Portugal or where you at?
I went to Saint-Tropez. I did a couple of weeks in Saint-Tropez. And then I went to Portugal for a wedding. Actually, Mr. Backwards. You guys know him, right? Have you met him before? Yeah, Mr. Backwards.
Yeah.
A good old crypto Twitter wedding, actually. A bunch of us were there. It was super fun.
So I think, I don't know if, a lot of people know who you are in the crypto space, but obviously a lot of the viewers might not know who you are. So kind of explain, I think you've been around, this is like your third cycle, kind of explain how you got into crypto and what you've been doing and kind of the ups and downs and your kind of whole story.
Yeah, sure. So I guess actually my first cycle was like, I suppose I came into Bitcoin in 2016. And then I did the whole like ICO season in 2017, which is actually when I met Mr. Ponelord 69 over here. Back in the day, I think that was maybe 2018. We did the ICO stuff. It was really fun. It was a very exciting time in the industry because I was actually bullish on everything. And, everything was going to change the world and everything was revolutionary.
Yeah.
And also ICOs were just crazy, man. And then, I kind of did that for a while. I started off like writing like analysis of ICOs and coins that were trading. And this is like super early for like the first big trade that I did was Ant shares, which became Neo, and Cardano as well when it was super, super low. There was a bunch of stuff, man. There was like 100, 200, 300x runners from the lows to the top of that cycle. And And then yeah, I kind of started taking it more seriously. 2018, quit my job. Actually, 2017, I was working in. I was a headhunter. I worked with like defense and government, and quit my job, moved to Singapore, just grinded 16 hours a day, just reading, trading, mostly losing money on trades, but trying to catch like the runners, the big moves. And then the years went by. We went to DeFi summer, which was incredibly fun. We had so much fun, man. And that's when I started Rarestone, which was like 2020. So DeFi summer, had a lot of fun there. Was early on the Uniswap stuff with the bonding curves, kind of the bonding curve tokenomic design, where you would, pre-launch, you would do a bonding curve. I think even FTX actually ran a bonding curve sale for their token. So the first people who invested got like, I'm making numbers up here, but like 2 cents. And then each tranche went up.
Wow.
And eventually people were paying like $1 for the tranche, but it was all locked. And then Sam was using the funds from the later tranches to refund the first tranches. So like we bought into FTX really early in this bonding curve thing. And then Sam ended up buying back all our tokens. We were like 70x on our investment in FTT. And I think he paid us like 5 or 6x, but it was like, a 2-year lock.
Mhm.
So we ended up taking that. But I think it was really interesting.
It ended up being a good thing though, right?
It ended up being a good thing. I mean, I don't know. I guess so. I don't know if we probably wouldn't have ever got. When did FTX crash? It was 22 or 21?
I don't know. It's probably close. It's probably within the 2 years, but I'm not
I
sure.
think it was like the end of 21, maybe.
Yeah, probably ended up being a good thing. But yeah, did that Restone. Before I started Restone, I did Solana. I was in the seed round on Solana, and with a friend of mine, which was, in retrospect, insane. But at the time, Solana couldn't really raise. They were actually struggling. So, a lot of these layer ones, layer two, well, they were all layer ones at that point, Solana and stuff, but they were struggling to raise. And they also raised in Ethereum. I don't know if you guys remember that, but Solana raised their private round in ETH. So I think I raised a couple hundred ETH for them. And obviously we got Solana, which was cliffed for 2 years. That was a great trade because I was too lazy to move it. And then I scaled out on the way up. But yeah, that's me, man. And the last couple of years have been pretty inactive compared to former years. And it kind of lost my love for the game. I enjoy investing and hanging around with you guys. But yeah, kind of lost my love for the game a little.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all have moments like when it gets a little tiresome for sure, but we all can't really seem to leave this.
Well, also like the upside here is just the best. Like there's no other industry. I mean, maybe there's a few like niche outliers, but there's no other industry where you can just like print money in such a short time on such a ridiculous, like some of the sentences that you have to read on here in the day, or like when
Dude,
people
I read like some of my tweets, or like I don't read them, but like my fiance or like her friends will be like, what is he fucking talking about?
Yeah,
because some of the sentences that I put together on Twitter, it's all like either CT references or like trench references and stuff like that. Like, what's a bundle? And some of the lingo is just out there.
Yeah, and the meme stuff's crazy. I mean, there is no market like it. So yeah, I feel trapped. I feel a bit trapped here, at least for now. But hey, clearly there's no. It's like Eric, you know all about this. It's like an ex-girlfriend you can't help but keep going back to.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Are you
Well,
still
what is
trading
this?
memes right now? Or are you like kind of just looking for runners or just whatever pops up?
Not really. I'm not like the trench thing. Like I tried it. I did better on ETH like last year. I think it was last year, the year before. Trenching on ETH. On Sol, it is just crazy. I was looking on Twitch the other day, and there's loads of accounts now that trade crypto, and they just trench, and they do like, 1 Sol to 10,000 Sol challenge, and there's a whole like market segment emerged about like trenching and streaming the trenches and breaking out of, the the chains of normal life, of being a wagey. And I think it's really, really interesting, but I don't know. I don't have the, not even the motivation. Maybe it is the motivation. I just can't really be asked to trench anymore. So
Well,
I do hold some memes, but yeah.
it was a lot different. Like when we came up on ETH, it was a lot different. Like it was. I would say it was a little harder because you had to basically figure out like, is this smart contract gonna like break my
Right.
money? We had
Yeah.
some pretty sophisticated honeypots and stuff like that, or you buy a coin. This is before we had all the tooling and the analytics and stuff like that, and you're basically just racing to figure out like, is this contract gonna allow 1 cell per block? Is it going to turn into a honeypot after, X blocks and stuff like that? And, there was a little bit of a delay between the deployment, the verification, going live, so sniping was a thing, and that's how a lot of us came up. And then when a lot of us moved to Solana, it was a lot easier because you didn't, no one really uses the SPL 22. No one uses that extension. And so you didn't have to worry about honeypots and tax farms and all that stuff. There's no wallet limits. Is pretty straightforward. And then with
Yeah,
the
the
advent
cost,
of,
the cost associated with transactions, deployments, it kind of
yeah,
made it like less worth to rug people because like, obviously people were still rugging a lot, but a lot of people who were deploying, it was costing money to buy stuff and sell it, a lot more money. And to access it was harder. So yeah,
well,
man,
you had like, it really it really changed when, Pump Fund came out, and there's basically, zero cost deployments and stuff like that. And now it's, you don't have to worry about the honeypots, but you basically have to deal with like the bundling, the dumping, people like you're talking about the streamers, right? Like a lot of these guys are just multi-walleting stuff. So it's like they're guaranteed exit liquidity. If they're multi-walleting something that's, sub 50K market cap,
yeah.
and they grab like, 25% of the supply, and they're doing it on stream, and people are buying in behind them, it's like super easy just to multi out, all day. And especially when they're, engagement farming and they're trying to build up, a base so that they can reflink farm, and on Axiom and stuff like that. It's just like, dude, there's like a million things I'd rather do than like fucking try and battle these kids over like $50 all day.
Yeah, and they
It's definitely
compile it,
is like
adds up, right?
that side of it's way different now.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I'll be keen to know what you guys think. Eric, I know you're you're kind of an OG, like a Bitcoin maxi, right? You have a couple of vaults, but the way that this market cycle has been so different as a result of the accessibility of launching coins, which I kind of pinpoint like in 2021 when Facebook rebranded to Meta. Like there's only so many like gaming and metaverse coins, right, on Coinbase and Binance. So they just all went up. But if Facebook rebranded to Meta today, there would be like 50,000 meme coins launched in 24 hours, and the liquidity spread across all of them. So it's much different because that, the barrier to entry was lowered considerably. And I wonder if you guys agree with that sentiment that, you know, when we have this market cycle, obviously Bitcoin's gone up in a straight line pretty much, not in a straight line, but certainly looks that way when you zoom out. But we've had some alts overperform, but previously kind of everything would go up. Now there's just too much stuff, and the attention's kind of being captured by the trenches.
Yeah, I think I mean, it's definitely a real thing, you know, like the liquidity is super fractured, but we also don't have like, you know, we don't have a lot of like normies are buying like XRP and they're buying, you know, Cardano and H bar. And now we're seeing, you know, I guess they buy, you know, SPX. And so you don't like, I think we had a glimpse of it on Trump. Like I know for a fact, like I had a lot of people that were like downloading Moonshot and asking me how to buy Trump, you know, on Moonshot. And within 24 hours of installing that app, they lost fucking 50% of their money, you know, after Melania dropped. So they're just like, bro, I'm fucking done. They're like, I'm done with crypto. Like every single time, you know, they buy it, they lose money. And unless again, they're buying, you know, XRP. And I used to be one of those guys that was like, people would ask me, do I buy XRP? And like,
No,
you know,
like, no, it's a scam.
oh, it's a scam. It's a scam. Dude, I just tell people yes. Like, I'm like, yes, fucking buy XRP, man. Because
it was like a glimpse
you're going to win.
I mean, the whole meme coin thesis is like just the attention economy, right? It's like tokenized attention. And XRP gave us a glimpse of that way back when, because, you know, people always say like, oh, my Uber drivers trade in Ripple. That was like the attention is the value. There was no underlying value there, but because it's like everyone's talking about it, everyone's buying it, it goes up, and then it must be valuable. It must be because the banks are using it. But that was like the original kind of meme coin from that attention economy perspective. The same, there's a lot of similar ones. You know, I mean, BNB just made highs. Apparently, DEX volume on BNB is reaching highs again. I'm so washed. I didn't even realize that.
Well,
BNB hit
a lot of yeah. I mean, so like I came up on BSC in like 2021. Like that's where that market cycle is like where I made almost all my money.
Rocket also was on BSC, right?
Dude, there were some bangers. Like Ticker Bitcoin started on BSC, although it wasn't as big. But it was crazy because the liquidity was so deep on BSC because everything was like a food farm or like a goose fork or something. So like you had all these launch pads, like the pre-sale launch pads, and you had to LP basically to, you know, dude, the liquidity was like so deep. You had pairs with like on average at least 30 mil, you know, because it was just like everything was super liquid, so people could just like size it and rip it. You had Safe Moon, but nowadays it's like all like Chinese crime that is made to look like American crime. Like everything's paired with USD1. You know, the socials are just horrible. It's like, you know, there's a coin like Eagle One or like, you know, America Rocket and stuff like that. And yeah. And they just like crime, you know, super hard. But I think that's where the majority of the volume is coming right now. I mean, I think recently you had a series of coins that literally were just like letters, you know, that juice to like 200, 300 mil. They get Binance Alpha. Yeah, but it's kind of like, it's a little harder to like sneak in, you know, to those. You don't really see them until it's like, oh, that's weird.
Well,
that,
they're
like,
just, that's just a
listed.
different, I suppose it's just a different echo chamber, right? Like the echo chamber we know and love is CT. And I remember even in 21, like the BSC hype wasn't really making its way onto Twitter much. It was still very much stuck on ETH. I mean, I'm sure there were fringes of CT who were, you know, super early to this stuff, but like the majority of the people I followed from the years prior weren't really kind of in the BSC trenches. They were still stuck on ETH. And I think it's still probably very similar, that there's like niche groups who kind of operate on the other chains. But yeah, I see this and I'm like, wow, I miss a lot there. But I wanted to actually ask you guys. I know you both hold Hype. What you think about Hype? The EVM ecosystem there. If there's there anything you're interested in?
Um, so not really. Like short answer. I'm answering because I know Eric's not on Hype EVM, but Hyper
He just
EVM.
holds Hype.
But I think like I don't know. I think they're just better like EVM chains, and then people that want to like buy and sell coins on Hype, they just do it on like Hypercore. You know, like they
Mhm.
you buy per, you just buy it on Hype, you know, directly versus like bridging and stuff. Although I know a lot of people are like farming for the air, like or what they hope, right? What they hope is a metric for the airdrop
Yeah.
on the EVM side. But I don't know. Like I've traded on it. I've built some tooling on it. It doesn't feel super good.
I mean,
I
it's
could
still a new ecosystem, right? So maybe
yeah.
it gets its run later in the year or next year. I didn't realize. So some friends of mine launched hyperactives recently. I don't know if you saw them. NFT project, pretty cool. I think the artwork's done by someone who did another big project. Um, but I didn't realize like Hypeos went to like 100 hype floor, which is yeah, I had no idea. And I guess they were getting airdrops from the ecosystem and stuff, which is like,
Yeah.
the old school NFT meta. But I completely missed that. But I figured I'd plug the hyperactives because they're cool. My friends launched this week. They're doing pretty well. The artwork's cool. You guys know I used to do the NFT stuff, not really anymore. But yeah, so Eric, you're just not hyper EVM at all. You're just holding hype.
No, I'm saying it. I think raw farming is, I think high EVM for me. Obviously, I'm not this stuff like
I think you're lagging pretty bad, I think.
yeah, really bad. Are you guys hearing that?
I think it's your connection.
Yeah,
By the way, Rob, what is this background, dude? What is your camera?
What is my background?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. They're the guys that are currently rating the comments on the stream right now.
Oh, okay.
Wait, my mic sounds fine, right?
Yeah. I think
It's Eric's connection.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Takabu. Or maybe they say Tokabu. I don't know. I've been saying Takabu, but it's the spirit of gambling, and
okay, that's dope. I like that.
it's honestly the best. It's the best meme coin I think I've ever held.
On Sol or ETH? Sorry,
on
forgive
Sol.
me. I'm washed, obviously. It's on Sol.
It's on Sol, but I don't know, man. We've had so many like derivatives, different meme coins and stuff like that, and I think this is the first like, gambling like meme coin that we've had like for the gamblers out there. And
all of us.
It's been like a real slow. Yeah, it's been a real slow grinder.
Oh, it looks great. Congrats.
Yeah. It's been a fun one, man. The devs like super active, the community's super active. They do custom like PFPs basically for all the big holders. Like their content is crazy. I think they have like almost a new video like every day. They do like 3D models of people on CT, and it's a really cool one. I know a bunch of big poker players. If Eric's internet starts working, he probably knows them, but there's like some poker players that have switched their profile pictures over. The guys over at Drizzle Casino have switched their profile pictures over. So I think it's going to go a lot higher. I mean, it's cool. Like it's really cool that it's doing well, and that the price is going up. That part's really nice. But it's kind of like you just know it's going to go higher. Like that. Yeah. I think the price will be like just a reflection of like how good the community is. Not to sound like Murad too much, but it's I think
Hey,
it's a
I mean,
special one.
Murad obviously was smarter than a lot of people gave him credit for, right?
Dude, everybody fucking clowned him, man.
He clowned him
Like
hard.
everybody clowned him. They were like, if I could believe in something, you know, and like, dude, he pulled it off, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
he held the whole way down. And I had some like family friends and like extended friends like, hey, have you heard of this? And I was like, damn, and then Murad he got on TikTok and he fucking chilled his bags, dude. You got to respect that. So
dude,
yeah,
I mean,
I'm with you, man. The content, the community's got to be there.
yeah, I mean, there's obviously like there's some stuff behind the scenes, you know, around, you know, supply control and all that kind of stuff. But like, dude, I mean, he went for it, you know, he got out there on TikTok and he really grinded that one.
Are
And
you gonna get on
props to
TikTok?
him. He didn't. What's that?
Are you gonna get on TikTok?
No, man, I'm too old. I don't even
Hey,
know. I don't even
people
have
thought
TikTok
Murad was
installed,
too,
man.
dude. Neither do I.
Yeah, no shit, no shit. Yeah, how bad do I want it, right? How bad do I
Not
want
bad
it?
enough.
Clearly,
What would Takabu do? He would get on TikTok, bro.
I'll pray for guidance and whatever Takabu tells me to do. I guess, you know, those will be my instructions. But
Nice. I'll top blast next. Well, maybe I won't top blast because I have a really bad history of top blasting. But maybe I'll wait for a little pullback to like 10.
yeah, I mean, it's been, as far as the chart goes, it's been doing, you know, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I think once it does pop, it's gonna pop probably really hard. Most of these rallies have been sustaining, and I think some really good people have gotten in. But hold on one sec. But yeah, that's like, dude, that's like my favorite, I think, coin I've probably.
So I went really heavy into Kekek. That was
yeah, same vibes, dude. Same vibes in the content.
Yeah, videos.
I don't know if you've seen these videos, but same vibes.
Yeah, but Kekek, Kekek was tough. The timing wasn't right, and then when the meme resurgence kind of came back after that first initial sell off, it was just, you know, a lot of people were underwater for like big size, and I think they struggled. So, but the other one I'm looking at, which I think I told you about, is Nobody.
Yeah, tell me about that one.
Nobody. Yeah, I love the IP. I love the IP plays. I think you know, we it's the third largest account on TikTok. So they've got like, you know, 23 million followers, and it's the actual guy who has been doing the art, been doing all the brand activations over these years. He's actually teamed up with a very cool team to help with the coin launch. And, you know, he's actually, you can't go out to 23 million people on TikTok and shill a coin like directly, but you can slip a cash tag on the sweatshirt of, you know, the character, and you can do like meme coin related videos, which we're starting to see more of. And I think you know, the guys behind it have super long-term plans. So I'm feeling bullish on that.
Yeah,
would like some more follow through.
You showed me the bottom on that one, and I don't think it
was a tough sell, man. It was it was a tough sell because it retraced like pretty bad. I think one guy had like 10%, and he sold everything, and yeah, it was rough. But again, believe in something, is
I mean, honestly, man, that's been the move, you know, is like, I don't think I know I would have outperformed any of the bullshit that I do day in, day out, you know, where I'm like playing new coins or, you know, clipping or whatever. Like I for sure would have outperformed just holding, you know, a handful of really good coins.
For sure.
And I think that's kind of like, I think that's the pivot is people are so burnt out on getting farmed by like Fortnite kids, and like I touched on earlier, right? People just like multi-walleting shit, and then it's like, you know, you buy a coin and then the Twitter's hacked or, you know, whatever. I think think projects that that lean more into the meme itself and less about the coin
Yeah.
do a lot better, right? And I think that's what we've seen. Like that's what kind of detracted me so much, you know, to Kabu was just the fact that like the meme is really good.
It's original as well. It's not like recycled, right?
Yeah, it's fresh, which has been really hard to find this cycle. You know, people have tried it with like Ponzi's, you know, and trying to like run the playbook back on DeFi coins and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And it's just tough because everyone knows the playbooks, you know, on these coins. And so when something fresh does come around and something new, you know, does come around,
Takes a while to move.
yeah. And then when it does, it catches on. So,
Yeah.
you know, I had hoped that would happen with Tom Cruise, but I'm still holding Tom Cruise, man. I'm still holding it, but
We can't. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, you
like
can't
that.
force it. You know, if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You know, and it is what it is.
I think also you get kind of caught in like the echo chamber of, oh, me and the boys think this is hilarious, but then you know other people like, okay, cool. You know, I think Tom Cruise was great, but it was very like degen CT humor. I can see this Takabu kind of being a bit more because like, you know, Gen Z absolutely live for the sports betting, the gambling.
Well, that's like one of the really cool. Like, there's only so much we could do with Tom Cruise, right? I think the ceiling would have been like
Cruise
Tom
missile,
Cruise, like shilling Tom Cruise. But one thing that these guys have been doing is like they go into all these like kick streamers channels and they raid the channel and basically bless the streamer, right, with either like, you know, subs or tips, or like, you know, the hey, you know, some guy was like playing blackjack the other day, you know, and he hits like 21. It's like, oh, Spirit Takabu came and blessed you. So there's like sick. A lot of really cool content, you know, that you can do with this one. But
nice.
Anyway, I think I've shilled this bag to its limit. I don't think Eric's coming back, by the way. I think it's just me and you on this one right now.
We're taking over. We're doing a CTO. we did a CTO on Liquidated.
Dude, this is like so Eric, man.
Yeah, I know.
So Eric.
So he just calls in from the doctors like, I'm just getting an IV. And then he just disappears because he has bad signal.
Well, I know he has bad signal because I went and stayed with him like maybe 2 weeks ago. Like I was helping him with some wallet hygiene on his Bitcoin stuff. So I flew out there to help him. And dude, there's like no Wi-Fi. There's no cell service. He has like a Starlink Wi-Fi. And
incredible.
Like he's I'm reading his messages right now, and it's like 30 minutes behind. But anyway, yeah. So I don't think he's coming back.
Hey, all good, man.
Yeah. Let me see if I don't think Ponzi's gonna make it either. So. Sorry, I'm reading like his text messages.
Yeah, I just saw he said my shit's all fucked up.
Yeah.
I can barely hear you guys.
Oh, he wants us to tell them about okay. So yeah. His most recent trip to the Hamptons. I don't even know why am I telling this story? I wasn't there.
Yeah, neither was I.
Tell them all the dumb shit that I did that you weren't there for. But yeah, sure, man. Sure, I'll tell them about it. So our good friend Eric, the host of this podcast, who is not here right now, who is a group of in the weetards, probably number one weetard at the moment.
Yeah, he's up there for sure.
Tell good weetard. I'm telling one right now, man. So anyway, I don't know why he went to the Hamptons. I thought it was to hang out with Keyboard Monkey, who is also a good friend of ours. But I think he went out there to hang out with someone else, you know, popular on CT. I'm not really sure. I honestly thought it was like he was out there, you know, for who knows. But Anyway, he goes and first off, this is like the first very Eric thing that he did. Okay, guys, keep in mind for context, Eric is like probably one of the wealthier people that I know, one of the more successful people that I know. But he's probably like one of the dumbest motherfuckers. Like, he's not though. He's like smart, dude. He's smart. He's successful, but he just like does really stupid shit. And he books a hotel in Long Island instead of the Hamptons because I guess on the map like the distance is like this far. So you probably like, looked at the map. You probably looked at the map and was like, oh, it's really close, without realizing that like it's probably like a 4-hour drive or a helicopter ride. So anyway, takes him 4 hours to get out to the Hamptons. I guess, he gets blackout drunk. And also Eric's probably one of the more frugal people too. He's usually pretty smart, like with his money. But somehow, he starts just rambling in our group chat. He just starts sending messages that make no sense, completely incoherent.
Saying he's fighting people
insulting us, right? Like no one's even talking. Like no one's even talking in the group chat. It's just like Eric insulting us every like 10 minutes. And then, and then the words stop making sense. And then the next day, he sends us a screenshot of his Amex bill. For $160,000, I think, all spent at a day club / nightclub in the Hamptons. So it's not like he's in Vegas, right? So he spent $160,000 on his own. It was a bowling alley. Okay, he spent $160,000 at a bowling alley. I don't know about that. I don't know if they serve Ace of Spades at the bowling alley, but
they must do. I don't know how they charged him. They charged him $39,675 twice, and they charge him $20,000, $17,000, $7,000, $15,000, $6,000. So they must. They must sell some kind of sweet package there. But he told us he was alone. So
he went solo. He wasn't even with them.
How do you drink that much? I mean, he probably. I don't think other people. Right?
I think people were. People were probably just ordering like on his tab at his
There's
table.
A Venmo there as well, so he probably he probably sent a nice tip to someone.
Oh man, yeah, that's some shit I used to do with the Venmos, but yeah. So I guess he ordered like just all the Ace of Spades that they had there. My fiance is actually going to be over there in the Hamptons in like 2 weeks, and she's actually going to that same place that he was at. So she's going to ask.
She should ask, and also maybe take like a photo of the menu so we can see just how bad it was, how unhinged. But I love how we're telling this story. Neither of us were there.
No,
and Eric hasn't even told us the story other than through a few messages on.
I talked to him on the phone, and he he pieced it together for me, but I just like I don't want to air all that out, right? Because like mutual friends and stuff like that, and also it's Eric, so like he was pretty fucked up. But anyway, the only way you spend that much is like Ace of Spades. Like I don't. There, like that's the only thing I can think of. Like that would run a bill up that high.
Yeah, well, we have been known to do these types of.
It reminds me of that video. You know which one I'm talking about from 11. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell 11 story, bro. This isn't like.
No, anyway. We're not airing all the dirty laundry.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's like, just tell like all the stories from the last 3 years to fill up airtime on my podcast that I'm not on. Yeah, like I knew this shit was gonna happen, dude. I knew this shit was gonna happen. Like that's why I was like, hey, make sure there's like another guest.
But otherwise, just here telling Eric's life stories.
He's trying to connect, but
he's trying to connect on his Starlink, I guess.
Dude, he's hooked up to an IV right now.
Yeah.
He's like on his Starlink Wi-Fi, hooked up to an IV, trying to connect and tell stories with us.
Yeah,
But
he's been in, but I could tell when I saw him switch the camera on, he's had better days. He's feeling pretty sorry for himself the past couple of days. So hopefully
yeah,
he's feeling better soon. Back in the gym. But Rob, you're going to be in Vegas, right? You're in Vegas
yeah,
next week, just after next week with the Drizzle
yeah,
guys.
yeah. I'll be here. Drizzle's throwing the event, private event for investors, players.
I'll be there.
They're gonna be doing like a bunch of content and filming a bunch of content. So it
Yeah,
should
I'm
be a lot
coming.
of fun because like they're launching. So for people that don't know, Drizzle is an online casino that I'm invested in. I'm advising. I'll be doing some streaming on my gambling alt that no one knows about. That
Oh,
is
nice.
currently at the top of like every leaderboard on every online casino.
Oh, really?
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But yeah, I will. Anyway, they're doing a big event here in Vegas, August like 8th through 10th, I think. So if you're going to be around,
I'll be there, dude. Yeah, so I invested in Drizzle as well.
Sick.
And I figure it's a good. I've not been back to the States for a long time. It's a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, a couple of years. I think it was F1, Miami F1, a couple of years back.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, it's been a while, man.
It's been a while. Yeah, I've been trying to behave. You know, it gets a little bit out of hand when the gang gets together.
Dude, that was Miami F1 was that was when Rookie, I think, had his Richard Mille stolen, and that was maybe a week before FTX blew up, and because that was right before Luna Death Spiral. So
it was, yeah, because I remember we were listening to the
the private market maker.
Yeah, the guy from Jump was like, no, it's going to be fine. And like we were short and he kind of fudded us out of short.
What a piece of shit, dude. What a fucking scumbag. I was short Luna from basically the top with like size. You know.
And he was like so sure of himself, man. But yeah,
well, we were talking to like our counterparty, basically, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally the guy that's like going to run my stops is telling me he's going to run my stops on Monday. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, fuck off. And then he came, like, he had his kid with him, bro. He had his fucking kid with him. And he's like, you know, like tells us 3 times now to like close our shorts, dude. We're retail, man. Like I'm not like a threat to this guy. So like, all right, man, like fuck, after 3 times you telling me to close. All right. And then, and then Luna Death spiraled and lost a bunch of money instead of making a bunch of money. And but yeah, that's the last time I think I saw you. Or not saw you. I saw you in Dubai, but last time I saw you in the States.
Yeah, so I look forward to coming back. I'll probably I'll do Vegas a couple of days, then I'll maybe go to Florida, see Mr. Ponzi Trader, probably avoid Miami for obvious reasons. And then maybe I'll swing back. Maybe I'll do New York. But I hate JFK, man. It's the worst airport in the world, dude. I'm so spoiled as well because I obviously fly Emirates in and out of Dubai. And then you land in JFK and it's like taking it's
like the cattle.
Yeah, it's fucking bad, man. But yeah, maybe I'll do a couple days there, but should be fun, man. I was hoping the boys might be tempted by the idea of the Bahamas for a couple days.
I mean, I could be down. I could be down for Bahamas. Last time,
we can even ask the Drizzle guys, hey, you want to come to the Bahamas?
Yeah, well, if they're listening, I don't know if they are, but we could sweet talk them here in Vegas, you know, and pitch it. But last time I was in the Bahamas was when, you know, when my fiance was detained at customs and arrested on her birthday. Yeah, for they found weed in her suitcase. She didn't even know it was there. It was just like a misunderstanding. So I don't think she's super keen to go back.
No, I can imagine not. I probably would avoid after that too, man. But yeah, that should be fun. What else are you traveling at all the rest of the year, or you maybe gonna do like Korea Blockchain Week or anything, or you just
probably not. We can't really travel right now because her, you know, had his cancer and the chemo and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
last time he went, he got like super sick and like he relapsed and all this shit. So
And then you want to try to get back really urgently and stuff.
yeah, it's just like makes traveling difficult, like
For
international. But we're gonna do a bunch of like probably do a bunch of snowboarding stuff like this whenever like the winter comes up. But for right now, we're just kind of grounded here.
Yeah, I've been pretty much trying to just stay home as much as possible. Europe was nice. I'll do the US, and then I'll do I think Breakpoint is in Abu Dhabi.
Okay,
that should be fun. And also I'll do Singapore 2049. That should be fun too.
Yeah,
I think that's in September.
Yeah, sick,
other than that, just sitting back. You know, I have 4 kids now, so try not to leave them for too long.
Yeah, we're like fucking old and shit now.
Yeah.
we're like adults, man.
Yeah. And you know, like every year in crypto is like 7 years, like dog years.
Yeah. I feel every bit of it, man.
Old now, dude. Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna need
I want to get done with it. I'd like to get done. I say get done with it. I don't want to be done with it. I'd like to just buy stuff once a year or once every couple of years and then sell it, or just never sell it. Like, you know, Bitcoin.
Yeah, like Bitcoin.
Just very cyclical, right? But I'd like to spend some time doing some more wholesome stuff.
Yeah,
like investing in casinos.
Yeah, I'm there with you, man. All right, well, look, I think we can probably wrap this up, but Eric's not going to come back. I'm kind of hungry. I want to make some lunch. Sure
thing, man. But it's getting late here anyway. It was chat to you.
Yeah, it was good talking to you and catching up with you, man. And I'll see you here soon in Vegas.
You bet. Yeah, in about a week, man.
Sick. Can't wait, man.
Cool. Take care, brother. Thanks.
All right, later. I figure out how to lead this thing.